All right, so we're still working on the Unit 2B practice test. This is number 11 through 13, so the fourth page, I believe. Hopefully, if you are watching all of these, this is helping you prepare and study for the test. Because again, I'm teaching, if you're watching all of them, or if you haven't, you might want to go back. I am teaching you test-taking strategies. I'm teaching you what the questions are asking for, how to go through these and eliminate answer choices. I'm doing little tricks here and there, stuff like that. All right, so 11. The graph of a linear function k passes through the points 6, 0, and -2, 8. And then what statement must be true? Select only one correct answer. So that tells you there's only one, so 3 of them are wrong. Okay, so it gives me a bunch of choices, well 4, about x-intercept, 0, going through the point, and the slope. Before I can do any of that though, I have to have a line or something on my graph. So it gives me 2 points to start with. So I'm going to graph 6, 0 and -2, 8. And in case you forgot or have not watched the earlier video, that's always x, y. Okay. So 6, 0, I go over 6, up 0, so there's a point. And then -2, up 8, there's a point. And if you want to draw a straight line through those, there we go. I know some people are like, oh, you got to have your arrows because the line doesn't stop. But if you have not taken geometry, you can't prove that to me. Okay, so there's my line. And now I simply go through each of these answers and figure out which one is the right one. And 3 of them must be wrong. Okay, so look at A. A says the x-intercept of the graph k is 6. Okay, well, we can look at that. X-intercept, here's the x-axis, and 6. Oh, look at that. There's my dot. So that is true. So that one must be true, because we know there's only one answer. But I just want to make sure and show you why the others are not true, in case you did get this one wrong. So this one says the 0 of k is -6. Well, we know 0 actually means x-intercept. And if I look on the x-axis at -6, there is nothing there, or at least our line is not there, which makes that one completely wrong. The graph passes through the point 2, 3. Well, I did draw a line, and I hope that it was fairly straight through the points. I don't want to curve my line, that would make it wrong. But if I go check 2, 3, oh look, I am not on the line, I'm right below it. Well, right below it doesn't count, so that statement is wrong. And my last answer choice, the slope is -2. Okay, well, I have my 2 points right here, right? So if I want slope, I can just go rise over run. So rise, I go down 8, and then I go over, what was that, 8? And my slope is rise over run, or -8 divided by 8. So we know here's rise over run, and that equals -1, which is not -2, and so D is wrong. Okay, and that's why those 3 are wrong, and A is right. That's number 11. Number 12, the graph of a function is shown on the grid. Which ordered pair represents the location of the y-intercepts? Well, let me put on my glasses so I can read. Maybe? Oh my gosh. There we go. So I'm simply looking for the y-intercept, which is where it crosses the y-axis. Well, we can see it crosses right here. So I would go up 3. Okay, so that point, my x is 0 since I didn't move, my y is 3. So I should have 0, 3. Well, there it is right there, J. Plus, even if you had to guess, I know it's not 1, so those are wrong. And then if you wanted to, like if you see these answer choices and you aren't sure which one it is, try to plot them and see. Because we know these are always x comma y, right? So that means if I wanted to plot this one, on the x-axis I would go 3 and then 0. On this one is x, y, 0, 3. That's the difference. Okay, so that makes G wrong because I'm not on the line, and that's not the y-intercept. All right, last one on this page, 13. For which value of m is the following inequality true? And if it'll focus, that'd be great. That didn't help. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Hey, look, it got fixed. Sweet. Okay, so when it says for which of the following, or for which value of m is the following true, it just really is asking you to solve for m. Okay, nothing else. So I just want to solve this inequality. I almost said equation, but it's not. So I have m over 2 minus 2, and if I'm trying to solve for m, I got to get rid of these two numbers. I don't want those there. So I want to move everything to the other side away from m, or whatever my letter is. Okay, so always move numbers away from letters, or whichever letter you're solving for. So if I want to move and I want to solve for m, before I can separate these two, I want to move this number right here. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Because it's minus 2, I'm going to do plus 2. This fraction I can just rewrite. That symbol did not change. And then negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. Okay? Now, if it's m divided by 2, just like here, if it was minus, we did plus. That is the opposite. So if we divide by 2, the opposite is multiply by 2. And I multiply on both sides. So this m gets brought down. This symbol did not change because I had nothing to do with a negative over here. And negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So we look for that answer choice, and that answer choice matches, if it were to stay in focus, C. Okay, C is my answer for number 13. So that is the last one on this page, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and go on to the next one.